Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel, Poverty Hill Adventures. Today's video is going to be an odds and ends video, or as I like to call them, an oddments video. This one will be oddments number 116. In the 1930s, President Roosevelt, I believe it was Roosevelt, formed the Civilian Conservation Corps, and they had a lot of projects that they did. One of their projects is right here at Allegheny, the Stone Tower. It's a beautiful observation tower located up top of a mountain, all stone construction. Craftsmanship is outstanding. It's close to 100 years later, and it's still in great shape. Very cool place. In this video, many of the images that I've captured were taken with this Sony camera here. I'm not endorsing the camera. I'm just trying to teach myself how to use it. A screen door handle made from an old trap. I woke up the other morning to find two of my 3D targets knocked over, damaged. Both of them were deer targets, and whatever hit them at a pretty good force, enough to snap the legs off. I'm assuming it was a deer that hit them, but it possibly might have been a bear. But being that it's the rut for the deer, I think it was a deer that damaged them. It's shout out time, and I'd like to give a shout out and a thumbs up to Lucas for his archery harvest. I saw this method of stacking firewood over at my friend Tom's house, and I found it very interesting. It's a Scandinavian method of stacking firewood, where rather than stack it in rows, it's stacked in a circle, and that adds a lot of strength to the pile. And then the center of that circle, there's enough room in there to put all of the pieces, all those odds and ends type pieces that don't stack well, can be stacked in there, and then the top is covered over. One of these piles probably contains over 1.5 cords, 1.5 face cords, possibly more. I'm at Murder Creek this morning, at Tom's place over at Murder Creek, and Tom set me up in a real nice blind overlooking an opening, and in the first hour I've seen 4 deer so far. Nothing I could get a shot at, but I'm hopeful. Tom just texted me. He's seen 5. Seen 5 this morning. So we're gonna sit a bit longer. We figure with all these does in here, there's gotta be a buck wandering around looking for them. You have to love text messages, you know. I'm sitting here out in the woods at Murder Creek, and phone dings, and there's this picture from another friend of mine, Mark, and that brought a smile to my face. I'd like to thank Tom for his very generous invite to hunt over at his place, Murder Creek, and it was a lot of fun that morning. We had a great time, saw some deer. We didn't get any shots, but it was a really great morning, and I want to thank Tom for inviting me. While I was over at Tom's, I saw this old cottonwood that had came down in a storm. And Tom and I were standing there and we were talking about it and trying to estimate the age of it. And we got out a long rope, wrapped it around the base about 4 foot up from the ground. We came up with a certain amount of inches. We divided that by pi, and I'm not talking about cherry pie, I'm talking about the mathematical pi, 3.4, and then we took that number and multiplied it by a growth factor for cottonwood trees. They're a fast-growing tree. The growth factor was 2, and we came up with a 117-year-old. Until next time, everybody, take care. Thank you for watching. Remember to keep on trucking and believe in yourself even when no one else does.